10 historical mysteries solved in recent years. Number 10. The death of male mammoths. The research team, led by the Swedish Museum of Natural History, concluded that, while the gender ratio was fairly equal at birth, it became skewed due to the hierarchy and living arrangements of mammoth society. Number 9. The missing Swiss couple. One day, Marcelin Dumoulin and his wife, Francine, went to a meadow near the Swiss village of Chandelin to feed and milk their cows. They weren't seen again for 75 years. It appears as though the couple fell into a crevasse, where they remained hidden away for decades. Once that San Fleuron glacier started receding, it finally revealed their bodies. Number 8. Finding the USS Indianapolis. In 1945, the sinking of the USS Indianapolis led to the greatest loss of life from a single ship in US Navy history. The cruiser was on a classified mission to deliver parts for the Little Boy atomic bomb at the US Army Air Force Base at Tinian. Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen estimated the location of the shipwreck. Over a year later, they finally found the USS Indianapolis in the North Pacific Ocean at a depth of 5,500 meters, 18,000 feet. Number 7. Painting the Terra-Cotta Army. Researchers in China believe they've solved the 2,200-year-old mystery behind the polychrome paint of the famous Terra-Cotta Army. Discovered back in 1974, the Terra-Cotta Army is a vast collection of almost 9,000 statues representing soldiers, chariots, and horses buried with the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, to serve as his imperial guard in the afterlife. Number 6. The Mystery of Blood Falls. In 1911, geographer Thomas Griffith Taylor came upon a curious course of water flowing from the tongue of Taylor Glacier in East Antarctica. It earned the name Blood Falls due to its ruddy color, which puzzled scientists for over a century. Number 5. Why the largest primate went extinct. While it is generally agreed that Gigantopithecus was the largest primate to ever roam the Earth, the few fossils we have provide us an unclear picture of its true size. Experts say it was anywhere between 1.8 to 3 meters, 6 to 10 feet, tall and between 200 and 500 kilograms, 440 to 1,100 pounds. According to them, the ape died out due to its inability to adapt. Number 4. The Flight of Barry Troy. On February 25, 1958, Lieutenant William Thomas Barry Troy of the Royal Canadian Navy was flying a F-2H-3 Banshee jet. However, the 29-year-old pilot fell out of his four-plane formation and was never heard from again. In 2017, when Hurricane Irma became one of the most destructive storms, another thing it did was help to find out parachute of 59-year-old mystery of Lieutenant Troy's. It's still unclear that plane was crashed in the same area or not. Number 3. The Tibetan Millet Mystery. A new agricultural study from Washington State University seeks to provide an answer for the apparent mass exodus seen on the fringes of the Tibetan plateau roughly 4,000 years ago. According to a team, climate change could have driven away the ancient people of the eastern Tibetan highlands by making it impossible for them to grow millet, their primary food source. Number 2. The curious extinction of the Tasmanian tiger. The Tasmanian tiger died in captivity in 1936. Since then, thousands of people reported unverified sightings, but with no confirmed records. The animal was declared officially extinct 50 years later. White Tasmanian tiger was survived on Tasmanian Island. The researchers at the University of Adelaide claimed that it was climate change, specifically drought caused by the El Niño weather pattern, which resulted in the mainland extinction. Number 1. Solving America's oldest unsolved murder. In 1996, team discovered the skeleton of the young man given the designation of JR-102C. It took over 17 years since his rediscovery, but in 2013, forensic archaeologists announced that they had identified not only the victim but also his killer. Based on records and other evidence, researchers named George Harrison as JR-102C and a merchant named Richard Stevens as his killer.